Hey everyone, what's going on? Good to see you again. You're looking smashing out there. Yeah, here we are again for another live stream with the Facebook Shower Door Pros. These guys are pros. I'm telling you something. These guys know what they're talking about. I learn something here every week. So that's why I just keep coming back. Plus, I got to start the thing up. So always happy to be here. Glad you guys are here too. And if you haven't joined us here on the Zoom call, you should give it a try. It's fun. I mean, just about everybody who does it likes it. At least that's what I'm guessing, because I haven't had any complaints about it. But yeah, all you have to do is go to the Facebook page, click the link. It'll bring you right in here, and you can hang out and talk with the Facebook pros, shower door pros, not Facebook pros or shower door pros. Just happen to be on Facebook here. But anyway, what's going on out there? Anybody got something exciting going on? Woohoo!
You mean with shower doors?
Yeah, shower doors.
Nothing exciting there. We're off season right now, so I would imagine everyone up north is in full season, right? All the snowbirds are back up north, so we're able to do high rises and condos that we can't do when they're here. So that kind of keeps us busy, but I would imagine up north they got to be pretty busy.
Does that mean you guys are slower in the summer?
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Hard to fathom.
Yeah. Exactly opposite, right? It's like being in Australia with opposite seasons. It's kind of nice to get the high rise in the hotels and stuff during the summer, because it gives us a place to work and you can go in and out and get in early while it's still cool out. But yeah, winter time when everybody's here, it's crazy.
What are they doing upgrades, Bill, in the summertime to the high rises in the hotels? Is it like an opportunity to maintenance or repair, et cetera?
Both, yeah. Like we've got it's an old hotel group that's redoing all the rooms. It's called the Pink Shell out on Fort Myers Beach. So we'll be doing that in 10-room increments. But then there's new construction, high rises. The Ritz-Carlton is building a new hotel here. Four Seasons is building a new hotel. And we've been fortunate to get quite a few of those contracts. So it's nice. Actually, those will be for next. I mean, they're just putting the pilings in right now, so they won't even be ready for us till next summer. But it's good to have that in the pipeline.
So if your busy season is like in the winter time, is that because I know you got a lot of snowbirds, right?
Right.
They're coming in the winter. And then, so is it those people who are hiring you mostly?
Oh yeah, we do a lot of homeowner residential work, a lot. Usually when the colleges start to open, and any of the kids that go to college here, their parents generally have a condo or a house down here, and they do their remodeling during that time. So yeah, we're pretty busy in season, because then we're getting a combination of the new construction, any of the hotels that we're doing in season, plus all the homeowner stuff. So that's all rip out and get rid of the frame doors and replace it with frameless, plus the remodeling. So it's a good mix of business during the winter time.
Hey, Bill, I want to ask you guys, I'll just throw this out as a question.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to do several hotel jobs, whether they were remodeling or new construction. However, in all but one case, they always want to buy their own doors and have us just install. Is that what you're getting into down there? I mean, the latest one we did, there were 97 doors in a hotel. They bought all Dreamline stuff and and asked us to do the install. It led into other work like mirrors and some storefront stuff that we do as well. But are you getting the opportunity to provide the product, and hardware, et cetera?
Yeah, we won't do a job if we're not providing it.
Okay.
Yeah. We just won't, especially in that they're time sensitive. They need to get the rooms done get people in the rooms. To them, that's the most important. And that's our sales features. Hey, something goes wrong, because things always go wrong. We can make it and turn it around and have the glass the next day. Can't do that with Dreamline. Just
Right.
can't. So, I mean, they lose more money every day that room is vacant.
Right. Yeah.
That's a big selling point. Big selling point.
Are they expecting the same low ball prices as they get with the Dreamline though? How do you
course they-
battle that?
Of course they expect it, but they don't get it. Everybody expects it. I just got a contractor. We had to put the price increase clause in because of the glass increase. And they called us in for a meeting to discuss it. And all they wanted to do is beat us up to get the price back down. Saying that's what it is.
Yeah.
Price is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you get what you pay for, if you're lucky. A lot of
Yeah,
times you don't
exactly.
get that much, right?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
But if you don't pay for it, you're definitely not going to get it.
Without a doubt. Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
So how many of us here do install customer supplied enclosures? So somebody says, "Hey, I'm on the internet and I bought this nifty Dreamline, and I'm wondering if you'll come and install it for me." Does everybody do that kind of work?
I've
Well,
done
I have
that.
to
I don't
admit,
do it anymore.
I did do it, and I don't do it anymore though. To me, it's a no-win situation. So I made a decision. It's been a while ago, but we will not do it.
No, it depends on the situation too. I mean, if you got a builder that you've been doing a lot of work for, and that customer wants, I don't know, they went to Pinterest and they want a gridscape system or something and they purchased it. Yeah, we're going to do it. We don't want to do it. We're not trying to do it, but if they're in a jam and they want somebody to do it, we'll do it. But that's not our focus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're talking about something like a gridscape, I mean, most shops don't carry a product like that. Like I don't, if I was going to do that for somebody, I would have to, order it out somewhere,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and that all gets back to that thing about relationships, right? I mean, if you've got, if you've got a long-term relationship with a customer, and they want you to do something special, you may be more likely to do that for them.
Right. Exactly. Or you can order from Billy because he does a great job on his gridscapes.
Oh, Billy's the man.
He's got it down. He's got it down to science now.
Billy should start hooking us up with that. I'm thinking,
I was thinking of getting him set up into a distributorship. He'd be good.
Yeah, who else? Who else is really good at that is Brandon and Castro.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen that guy in a while. He's come on here all the time, but he's busy. He runs a lot. I noticed. If you're on Facebook, you'll see he's like he's out there. Right, he's probably running right now.
Yeah, could be.
But man, those guys kill it on that whole grid type enclosure thing. And I know he's got a system like down for that. And I was trying to talk him into like marketing that whole just the technology or whatever he's got going on for that, because people like that. And there's not very many sources for something like that. I mean, there's a couple of companies. I think HMI will like paint the grids on there for you. And that might work in some cases, but then CRL's got a product, a vinyl product, where you can, it's a pre-applied high bond tape thing. It looks, it looks pretty good. But
what does he have? What does he do?
I think he's using like aluminum flat stock of some sort.
Some of it is real brass and it's chrome plated or gold plated. I've seen some really high-end stuff that he's done.
Wow.
Yeah. He's got the right market for it. He's got the right market.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
The question is that I did make some flat bar. Didn't make the flat bar, but I painted it. We got it from, I don't know if it was C.R. Lawrence now. I can't remember where I ordered it. But the problem is it's so thick that it kind of protrudes out a little bit. Like if we do U channels on the side and then put the flat bar up against it, it's actually thicker than the U channel. And my installers don't like that. And then, you know, of course, when we tape it, you can see the tape from the inside. So that's my biggest beef, you know.
You should be able to get thinner gauge aluminum strip so it doesn't protrude out much. They make different thicknesses there, and you should check the next one back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? There's that kind of flat stock that they use for mirrors, which is kind of cool. It comes in different finishes, and it's about 5/8 of an inch wide, I think, like less than a 16th of an inch thick. I think it comes with like pre-applied tape on it. And it's for like, you know, using on a mirror where I don't know why someone would want it, but it kind of mimics the look of a J mold. Or you can just kind of frame it out with that or whatever. But it seems like that would be some good material for that purpose. The only thing about it is it's got kind of a bevel on it, you know, on one side. So it's not really flat, but it's kind of the right idea.
If you use wall mounted hinges, which we're not suggesting, but if you use wall mounted hinges and wrapped the door with the Sierra Lawrence U channel, and then you take some Sierra Lawrence U channel on a table saw and just rip off the side pieces, you can have those powder coated, everything at once. You can use those as your grids, and then all the styles match perfectly.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And it's about the right thickness, right? I mean, it's less than a 16th.
Yeah, it'll be the same thickness.
It'd be all the same. Yeah, and just
Right.
you can UV bond it right to the glass. It's perfect.
That's a good use for UV bonding right there. That's like the perfect use for that, I think.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So
Thank you.
yeah, you know, a little bit of ripping, a little bit of powder coating,
It's a lot of work.
a little bit of finesse, you know.
I could install 3 shower doors in no time to make
I
that.
know. You got to
Sounds
charge.
like you got to raise your prices.
Exactly.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
and that's the thing. Like the last time somebody asked me to do one of those, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be like $5,000 or whatever," you know, because I didn't want to do it. And they were like, "Okay."
Yeah, when you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Right.
When are you going to be here?
Well, that's what we charge. I mean, we charge like on a door panel, it's going to be $5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And we've done probably, I don't know, about 7 of them by now, maybe 8, 9. I don't know. And and they've all turned out great. Actually, we've done probably more than that, and they've all turned out great. I tell you the one I really like, but they discontinued. I hope they bring it back. And I mentioned it in one of these meetings, was Coastal. It was the easiest thing to install. It turned out beautiful. And I would just love to see him come back with that.
Pretty pricey just to buy the materials, huh?
Yeah, but it was worth it from my standpoint. It was so easy to install. It
A
was
lot
great.
less work.
Mhm.
So you still get your, you
But
know,
I loved the look of it too. The bar was nice, thick, and it floats in front of the glass. So it's actually easy to clean.
they're the originators of it. So, I mean, they've got it down pat. Really.
If they'll bring it back.
That wasn't the gridscape? Who does the gridscape? I thought
Yes.
that was the,
That is the gridscape. Coastal.
Yeah.
and they had all those crazy colors too at first. I can't imagine they ever sold much of that, mostly black.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen Brandon de Castro doing like all different colors and stuff. I mean, like gold, and he's got a good system. Yeah, if you needed some advice about it, that's the guy who I would direct.
And what's his name?
Brandon de Castro. It's GCS Glass in Phoenix.
GCS Glass in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay. I
He's a
better
good
get
guy.
my notepad.
Yeah.
I asked him a little bit about it, and he's basically full on doing metal fabrication. He's, it's welding, it's putting metal together. Yeah, serious stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's marketing that or if he wants to, but he's doing some nice work. So there's that.
Need to get him on here to do a master class on it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you have that? Do you have enough call for it?
I'll tell you what, I could sell tons of it if I wanted to.
Okay.
I think if you started marketing it, people would do it, because there's a lot of people who just want something that's
Well,
out
let
of
me
the
ask-
ordinary.
You bring up a good point. So let's say you have a 5-foot stall, typical 5-foot stall, and a customer wants something different. Money is not an object. Do you lean to the gridscape or something similar, or do you go to the Phantom with the glass header as a slider? Which
Oh,
one would you
Me
lean
personally, I
towards?
would definitely go towards the Phantom type thing for sure.
Yeah,
So much easier, so much more forgiving.
I think it's cleaner, much cleaner looking, easier to install. Quite honestly, it looks better, operates fantastic, and it's practical.
Yeah, I mean, I would never lead someone in the direction of a gridscape. I mean, not anything against it, but just, I mean, when somebody says they want that, I kind of think, wow, I mean, what are you thinking, But that's just me. I don't say that out loud.
Right, to
I just
yourself
say it in my head. Yeah,
on the inside.
right.
Maybe they were in jail and they just want to feel more at home.
Good one.
I miss phone booths, It's
Like,
just that
I just
nostalgia.
can't imagine having something that looks like you're in jail. It just doesn't make sense to me.
All right.
To
Exactly.
each his own. I've actually
Yeah.
got one that I need to quote right now. So my first one, we'll see.
Zach.
I recently had a customer asking for one of those, and I kind of leaning them to change their choice, because on my point of view, I put my point of view. I told them, so think about this shower door design in 2 or 3 years. You might be tired of this looking. And then I offered them just to do like the framing in black around the shower door. And they were very happy. They got
Awesome.
very happy with that.
So you kind of just led them away from the whole
Yep.
tons of grids and just to like kind of a outline sort of a thing.
Yeah. This is what I did.
Well
Yeah.
played. Well played.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That
Sometimes,
Phantom thing you mentioned, is that a brand name or is that?
Yeah. yeah, well, it's a model made by 310 Tempering from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. We did one. Loved it.
Yeah.
The
I actually tried to
Phantom,
become
the Phantom.
I tried to
that
become a
you guys
customer of
talking
theirs,
about,
but
it's the double sliding door with the
Yes.
glass track.
Yes.
Yeah, glass
okay.
header. Yeah.
Yeah, the glass header.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's fantastic. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on your showroom, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Really sharp.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There's a good video that 310 Tempering did on it where they are demonstrating how safe it is, and they beat it with a hammer, and it takes like 30 blows before the door actually kind of drops.
Yeah.
So it's a neat video.
on the edge of the glass or on the face of it?
On the track, which is glass. So it's
Yeah.
like 3 pieces of glass laminated and tempered.
Exactly. So even if it breaks, it stays strong.
I see.
Is it challenging to install or is it pretty basic or?
Easy.
It's actually
Super
very
easy. Yeah,
Yeah.
super easy. That's awesome.
So they're
They
saying
also sell the hardware for the header.
Yeah, you buy the package from them.
Got it.
You have to
Okay.
tell them the length of the header. They'll make the
Mhm.
deduction for the side brackets because they have to make that glass custom for you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now you can buy it KD. They'll tell you know.
Yeah.
In other words,
Mhm.
you don't buy the panels from them, just the header and the kit.
Got it. Got it.
All low iron.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be, but you should. Yes.
So what's the makeup of the header?
Three pieces of 3/8 tempered laminated together. The two the outermost edge and the innermost edge is taller than the middle piece. The middle piece obviously is shorter, so the wheels can run along the two outer edges of the H
So they're
for a track.
laminating with that Sentry glass.
I would guess. I haven't broken
Yeah.
one to see if it was, but I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, because you break that, no way that thing's going to come apart.
Right. But like Brian said, the video is pretty intense. It's good.
Yeah.
The glass, I mean, the doors are hanging from it. He's just smashing away at it.
Mhm.
Because that's the first question anybody asks. How safe is it?
Yeah, because you try to break it, you break a piece of that Sentry glass, you can't even bend it in half to
Right,
throw
exactly.
it out.
But the beauty of the edge work on that thing, the rollers roll perfectly on it. I mean, it's just probably the smoothest rolling thing that we've installed. It's really nice.
You know,
Like
another
the
thing,
Cambridge. It's just like the Cambridge.
yeah, but it's an improvement over the Cambridge because it can actually handle a wider span
Mm.
than
Yeah.
the stainless steel. So the
Without
glass is actually
sagging.
stronger than stainless steels.
We just
Yep.
installed an ultra. We just installed one. It was 88 inches tall by 64 inches wide, and
Wow.
it was it's perfect, perfect. They don't recommend it, but it's no problem.
Okay, good.
Yep. Absolutely. So, hey, I think we got someone here for the first time. Mike, have you been on this call before?
No, I have not been on a call before. This is my first time on the call. I've been watching. I watch it. Today's Wednesday. Today's bowling night. That's why I changed the background because I'm bowling right now. But I'm gonna start at 6:30. And no, but I watch it like on Thursdays on YouTube.
That's
And I
awesome.
work out of here. I'm just a salesman. So I'm a little bit different than you guys. I'm just a salesman for a company.
Just a salesman? What do you mean, just a salesman? Man?
Just-
Salesman is the
I'm
most
just a
important
pretty
part of the
face,
group.
I'm just
We're
a
all
pretty face.
salesmen. We're all
That's right.
salesmen.
We're all
That's
salesmen.
right, Keith.
And saleswomen.
And,
And saleswomen.
Oh yeah, and saleswomen too. That's right.
Yeah.
Sales
And,
people.
but
Salesfolk.
I enjoy it.
Salesperson.
I guess I'm a nerd like you guys, where I enjoy doing the work, and I enjoy getting better.
Absolutely.
I think this really
Absolutely.
helps.
Where are you from, Mike?
From Southern California.
All
Very
right.
good. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm glad
you.
you're on board. That's cool. So you're just getting ready to go do some bowling, huh?
I am. It's
So-
bowling night on Wednesdays,
That's awesome.
which is why I watch on Thursdays. But I got here early so that way I could be here as long as I can, and then just run into the bowling alley.
That's great. My parents used to bowl, man. They used to bowl on a league. And they did that
Yeah,
for
it's
years
awesome.
and years. They loved it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's sometimes you gotta just release the steam. A hard
I
days
know.
of work, you got plenty to look forward to. So.
Oh, I know.
And usually I catch you guys
Throw
on
something.
Thursday on YouTube.
Exactly. That's cool. So what's your bowling average?
I'm not very good. I'm probably one of the worst on the team, but I carry a high handicap. So my average is around 130, 135.
That's not terrible. It's not terrible.
But we have one guy here who averages on our team about a 190.
Wow. No, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
a good average. Nice. Well, thanks for coming. Glad you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be here for a little while longer.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right. Well, very good. So, yeah, that's some good stuff. So, yeah, if people are like, customers saying, I want something different. Money's no object. Yeah. Gosh, what would I sell them?
Oh, hey, I saw something interesting the other day. We have a local company, it's called Crown Lab, and they make awesome stuff. It's just super high end, it's super beautiful. And I was looking at their website, they've good online ordering and everything. And I click over and I see that they don't have very many reviews. So I thought I'd add mine. And here I see a review from Keith Dobman. It said, love your product. I think it was saying he put it in his own house. And I'm going, wow, right here in our little backyard, Crown Lab. I think of them as a local company. And then you see that they're all over the place. I see the same thing. I think of someone as a huge company, but they're just here in the Northwest. But I guess when it comes down to it, we're all sourcing from the same people and getting products from who knows where.
What products?
All right.
So it's called Crown Lab, and they have really awesome barn door hardware. They only have one, it's with a K, Crown Lab. They only have one shower product that they show right now, but you can actually kind of modify whatever they do to be for showers. But it's really strong, really great quality. They test it all here in the Northwest. They do, I don't know, they do lots of local stuff. I can't say that they do everything, US made, but they're really focusing on that. But beautiful product, we love it. So but pretty high end. When you were mentioning what do you sell people that, when money's no object, we like Crown Labs. That's a good way to go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, they do have nice stuff. I know who you're talking about there. It's pretty fancy kind of barn door, and they're really nice people. They're very accommodating. If you want to start using their products, they're going to be very helpful at getting you started.
Yep, they're awesome.
Yep.
I was hoping Keith was still on the call. He could tell us what he put in. But
yeah,
I'm here. We've done a couple, probably a couple dozen of their products. Really cool, innovative, sleek. The bar that attaches above, let's say, a sheetrock doorway with a header, has this adjustment. So if you're putting in 8 holes and it's in the sheetrock with a toggle and it moves a little up and down, there's adjustments almost up to 3/4 of an inch where you can loosen it and adjust it. It's very clean. My only knock on the company and the customer service it's a top-notch company, high-end product. I just have one knock with the company because it put us in an uncomfortable position, and everybody will know this as soon as I tell them. It's the same price for everybody, and you can access the pricing right off the website. And so it's not that you can't overcome it. It just makes it more difficult having to justify, well, I saw the hardware for $900 and, you got the glass and the install and, don't take account all the other ball of wax and the drawings and the ordering and the procuring and the shipments. And so,
yeah,
I don't want to say loyalty I understand their business model. It just makes it difficult to scale with the accessibility to the pricing that's same to the public versus to us. That's my only, that's really my only problem.
I agree. And we just had a conversation about that last week because I had a customer that went online and they wanted to modify their mix and match colors and do all this crazy stuff. They went down to their showroom. Their showroom's awesome. And, then when they emailed me with what they wanted, they said, and could you not include any of the markup? We're going to buy it ourselves. So I turned around and figured out what the markup would be and called that labor. They paid the same thing. But then I was talking to Scott about that. Now they do have a reduced price if you have their product in your showroom, but it's not, even that's not enough of a reduction to to do what you need to do with showers like that.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
it
I
is
think,
beautiful hardware. Beautiful hardware.
yeah,
Hey, Bill.
I ran into that same thing with another vendor. I can't remember who it was, but a customer called them and got the pricing. I don't remember if it was Portals
Mm-mm.
or
Portals
Back in the
is
day, it
good.
used to
Portals
be
keeps the
Portals,
price
yeah.
high.
maybe years ago.
Yeah.
That okay.
Before they
yeah.
got bought out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that might have been it in the old days, and it was like, oh, that was kind of a bummer. I know what you mean, but I mean, a lot of times if you're doing work, it's kind of high end like that. A lot of those people are never going to do that, but a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, have you ever heard of First Impressions International down in Florida?
No,
No?
no,
Custom hardware company?
no, never heard of it.
I got involved with them about 10 years ago in a house. The designer, picked them, and I had to get handles and stuff from them. And they did nice work.
No kidding. No.
What do they sell, Tim?
They sell a little bit of everything. You can buy a guitar handle, you can all sorts of stuff. That's
First impressions.
First Impressions.
Where in Florida?
It says, I'm just looking it up. Or
They
was
do
it-
PVD coating or plating? Or?
This house I did was 20 some years ago, I think.
Hmm.
Is Deerfield Beach, Florida.
All right, it's on the East Coast near Boca.
And the designer found them, and I had to get the hardware from them, and it came out nice. But they had all sorts of different stuff they'll make.
Are they still in business?
That I don't know. They're on the internet, so
Are they still? Okay.
yeah.
Surprised I haven't heard.
They
from
got a website?
Yeah. First Impressions International.
Did you see that new website for my architectural glass?
them.
Just came out.
I
Not a
mean,
big
they-
deal. Just came out today. Not a big deal.
they have, shower,
Hey, put that link in the chat box.
they have
Okay.
shower,
I've never heard of
shower, all sorts of shower poles. I mean, they have a ton of stuff.
I will look it up. Thank you.
I've never heard of them, Keith. What do they do?
Right?
Custom hardware company that does everything. Cabinet glass, hooks for shower doors. You name it, they do it.
Who was that?
That was me.
What do you need?
I'm just playing with you.
Yo.
What do you need? You do just about anything, right?
As long as the check clears.
Yeah.
Under the stairs, right?
Huh.
All right. Oh, cool. So people are posting links in the chat room. So I'm posting them to Facebook. 310 Tempering, great company, great guys, great customer service, great product, really less expensive than you would think. Actually, I mean, if you figure you're getting this really super high-end custom glass header, and then all the hardware that goes with it, shipped to you like FedEx or whatever, it's really not bad as far as pricing.
I tried to get on with them a while ago, and they weren't taking any new customers. It's not in my area,
Wow.
and I'm close to them too. I don't know if that's
Well, that might be
but-
why. I want to know.
Brian, if you need something and you can't get it through there, we can order it for you.
There you go. See that?
Okay, cool. I was just looking for other options, trying to see if I can get some better pricing, and I mean, I'm do a lot with HMI Cardinal. They do great work for me anyway. I don't know if I can beat their pricing somewhere else with the volume that I do, but always
Is that
looking.
Louisville, Kentucky location?
Louisville, yeah.
Yep.
We're having a little bit of bow glass, and it seems like we're getting some scratches because we switched them about 6 weeks ago, or maybe more than that now. I mean, we're still using them, We're
Yeah.
getting a little scratches and stuff and
I
little
haven't had
bone.
any scratches.
It's usually
Uh,
small. It's usually pretty minor for some reason, but we're
Huh.
having to clean it up a little bit.
That could have
Yeah.
more to do with who's delivering it to you guys.
No, it's all wrapped up.
Well, I know, but it could still get scratched.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what we get, I don't have any issues with scratching. The delivery guys are great. I have very, very few complaints.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
do
they
like
do a
them
good job.
overall. Now, we had a panel today we were putting in. It was just a shower screen with a radius deal, and we were supposed to have a clamp, and they didn't do a cutout for the clamp for whatever reason.
So on back order.
Yeah.
The notch, the
They didn't
finger
have any,
notch,
they're on
yeah.
back order.
Finger notch is on back order.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
call
when
it.
you switch to a notchless clamp.
Yeah,
You
it
can
was
still install
it was actually like brushed bronze, and so luckily we had a sleeve over in stock, but the guy didn't have one on site. We had to run one out, you know. So
Wow, that was a good save.
yeah,
Yeah.
we made it work.
They didn't catch the notch missing until they were at the house.
It's all wrapped up, and we didn't
Ah.
unwrap it in the shop.
Oh,
So
See, I hate that wrapped.
I
up.
know.
I know.
Especially you go up in a high rise. Oh my God. You do that 2 times, you never do it again.
no.
Yeah, and
Why?
just
Because you have
getting
to take it back out?
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
a pain in the ass to get it in the elevator and get it up the stairs. Oh my, it takes you longer sometimes to get all your shit, pardon my French, all your stuff than it does to install the damn thing.
Then you got to pack it all back down.
Yeah. No bueno. And you don't get paid for that.
No.
yeah, and I don't like
Yes,
getting my glass
You
all
gotta
wrapped.
sell it. You gotta sell a high rise fee.
What's
Throw
that?
in a high rise fee. A high rise fee.
High
No,
rise.
no, I do that, but the glass company doesn't reimburse for my dead time.
Hey, Keith, they've got a sliding glass door, right?
Yeah, just kind of surf on it down to the water.
No, just toss your stuff out the door. Go pick
Yeah.
it up in the.
Yeah.
I just make a nice, neat little package with the plastic, and I mean, you know, and usually doing just a door and a panel, nothing fancy, but it carries out pretty easy. But again, I'm not doing a high rise where you don't want to make 7 trips. I get it.
Mhm.
So my driver comes in about 4 o'clock, delivers a glass, and I take the packing list and put it in the next day's box, and the guys come in and they check it. I've never had to do that before, but I have to do it now. It's been so bad.
Over the course of the year, it'll say if you catch 5 mistakes, the amount of time it'll save. I mean, think about the install. It adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
No, I
Yeah, for sure.
check everything before, you know, it matches what I ordered and go.
Yeah, today I got out and did an installation where it's like 3 pieces of Starfire, 1/2-inch Starfire, and got it all installed. Realized that the panel that went up on the little knee wall was scratched. I mean, badly scratched. I don't know how I missed it. So I'd check everything in the shop. You know, I measure everything and check everything.
And
But you know, I missed that. So every now and then I'll miss something, but
can I ask,
rarely will I. I mean, and it saves me so many trips like that.
and who'd that come from?
That came from Old Castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I, you know, in all fairness, man, I could have scratched it. I don't know how I could have scratched it.
I've
But-
never scratched one piece. Never.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Right?
Not one time.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like, you know, I mean, it's been a few days since I got it, and it's like it might have came in scratched, but it's been
You
long
weren't
enough
able to
where
buff
it's
it,
like,
to buff it out.
oh no way. I mean, it was like,
No? It was deep.
and even if I could, I mean, the amount that it costs to buy the panel isn't worth the amount of time it would take me to buff it out.
Yeah.
My time's
Well, the
worth
good thing,
I paid
Chris,
way more
after
than
you had it installed, you didn't have to deal with silicone to get it back out. So
Exactly. Yeah, there was no silicone.
He doesn't use silicone anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
he's
saying.
saying. He's teasing me. Teasing.
I was just wondering how late into this show would it go before we mentioned that? So
Right.
you go.
I mean, it's like, we
All
got
right, who
pretty
won the
far
lottery
into
on
it.
that
It's
one?
been like
yeah,
40 minutes, you
Went
know?
40 minutes
Somebody won that
before.
one.
Wow. Good job, everybody.
Let's be quicker next week.
But yeah, those people who like wrap the glass all up, I hate that because then I have to like unwrap it, you know, and like to check it. And the thing is, if you scratch the glass before you wrap it up, it's still scratched.
Yep.
So I mean, you know, you got that.
Or you take the sticker off the glass, and where's the scratch at?
Under the sticker.
Right.
Under the sticker.
Right under the old sticker.
Right.
When I did
On
a tour with Cardinal several years ago, they have the last part of their process is inspection machine that looks for scratches, and then it goes literally from there one table over and gets wrapped. And if it has scratches, it goes over to the other table and a guy buffs it out right there and then puts it back on looking for scratches. So it's a pretty good system that they've got set up.
Yeah.
And so they're looking for scratches right at the very tail end of everything, and then it gets wrapped and shipped. So
Yeah.
We're buying a lot of our glass off of United Plate Glass out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's coming in wrapped, and there's a certification sticker on it that somebody has looked at it and did a quality control check, and they put the shrink wrap on it. But interestingly enough, when you pull that shrink wrap, there's been so many times over the last 6 to 8 months where it's like the glass is spalling a little bit. You know, there's a sliver that will come off of that. You know, obviously it's frustrating. You're accepting this quality control, if you will, leaving the shrink wrap on it as you transport it, get it out to the site. You go to unwrap it, and here comes this sliver. You know that might. I mean, some of them been 6-7 inches long, and frustrating is.
Somebody dinged it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't call those slivers. Those are spears.
Spears. I've gotten
Come
speared
up
too.
there. Yeah.
yeah, and they hurt too.
Oh,
No kidding.
there's no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that I would take delivery personally. For me, it's like there's no way I would take delivery of a piece of glass that's all wrapped up and take it to a job like that. There's no way. And then just take my chances at whether or not maybe, you know, it's good. Yeah, I mean, that's why I just hate it. And then all that packaging I have to throw away, and all the time it takes me. I mean, it would have to be pretty inexpensive for me to take delivery of a piece of glass that's all shrink wrapped and spend my time unwrapping that thing.
Well, I don't unwrap it, just use a knife.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, you
See what I mean? You see where we're going with this?
There's plastic on the edges of the glass.
Oh, I know
Have
what
a
you're talking
groove.
about. Yeah,
They
the
have a
outer,
groove in
like-
it. Right.
Yeah,
they have
I
a
know what
groove
you're
It's
in
like
it,
an
so you
H
can get your,
channel. It's
Yeah,
H
you
channel.
can
So
get your
it's
knife
like
right
a
down in the
groove.
groove. Yeah.
Right.
It'd just take a
but-
few. You'd figure it out, Chris.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could.
I think you probably figure out.
Yeah.
I
I figured out not to buy that stuff.
With the track record that they've got, I don't have any issues. Now, if we started having a track record of scratches, yeah, now I'm changing my tune. But with the track record I've gotten from them with almost no scratches.
Well,
I'm
what
good.
about? Well, I mean, what if it's the wrong size? I mean, what if it's
Yeah.
What if it's got, you know, what if it's missing a notch? Or I mean, you can't measure it if it's wrapped. But
Yeah, I mean, I
apparently,
can unwrap
your
it, but
service your service center is apparently good enough to where like they rarely ever make a mistake.
I think that's it. I mean, we literally we don't get glass without notches in it. We don't get, I mean, it can happen. Let's face it.
But it's rare. It's rare enough
but
to where it's worth
it's
it.
rare enough that I've never seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there you go.
now, granted, I don't do high volume either. But yeah, no, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, our service center out here was like not like as good as yours.
Yeah,
So,
they're pretty
I
good.
mean,
here.
and it varies from place to place. It's like dealing with Littlecastle here. Like our service center is great, but it's not the same in every city.
Yeah.
Some places like they say they're terrible, so.
So Bill, I was wondering if you have one of those scratch detection machines too. My operations manager wants one bad.
We hired 3 of them. Yeah, no, I don't have a machine for that.
Hmm.
Do you check
There's a
their
computer
eyesight?
that does that.
What's that?
There's a
We
computer
looked
that
at the
does that?
we looked at the software. It's intense.
Yeah,
Cool.
I
Yeah, it's
saw
really
it.
cool.
I saw it actually at Pilkington's float plant. They have a lot of that. That's detecting not only scratches, but pits and inclusions in the glass, and it scans it as it goes down.
Nice.
But no, we didn't do that, Shannon.
Yeah. Just
So do you check
curious.
their eyesight every once in a while, Bill?
Yeah, right. Exactly. We got the eye chart on the end of the tempering furnace, right above the zebra stripes.
There are some bathroom can lights, though, that are really unforgiving. You can look the whole thing over. It seems fine. You put it in this bathroom and it's like that can light just, vibrates through it almost. Dang it.
It's like every bathroom in Florida has a window in there. And at 10:05 a.m. is when you can see the flaw. Get there at 11 a.m., you can't see it. Get there at 9 a.m., can't see it.
Yep.
You talk about inspecting glass. So up here we have some large homes that glass comes out of Vista in Mexico. And the guys actually have to go down there and inspect the glass
Really?
before they will ship it.
Wow.
And if it's something's wrong with it, they'll send them back to the motel room. They'll remake it overnight.
Wow.
And come out. And then they watch him crate it. And then you hope when you get to the border, the driver has all his paperwork, right. They don't tear open the crate.
Probably comes from a company called Cartel Glass.
Yeah.
Cartel.
And then I talked to the guy, says, yeah, it has to go through Arizona, Texas that way because the highways are better.
Wow.
To carry the loads.
That's interesting.
Now, is this tempered glass that you're talking about? Or are you talking about what kind of glass, Bill?
It's laminated. It's could be 1.5 inches thick.
Oh, wow.
Laminated glass. They bring up
Gotcha.
here.
What's the use on that product that you're?
It's somebody has a house on the ocean. That's what they want. And
Gotcha.
they got these large, sheets of glass, and it's mind-boggling what they have to go through to get it.
Wow, it's heavy stuff.
Oh yeah, all crane set.
Yeah, he lives down there among the rich folk.
We had a house down here where they set this piece of glass with a crane, came down through the overhang, and buttoned it all up, put the roof in, and the plaster was in there with his A-frame. Knocked it over and it scratched the glass.
Oh,
Yeah. And they had to go in there and cut the overhang, a slot in the overhang to bring the glass back up through it. Very expensive piece of glass.
Hey, Chris, I'd like to see if we can ask Brad how Christina made out with her customer last week with the discolored glass on stock doors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was going to
I
ask
would
that.
love to know the answer to that myself.
Well, I mean, we just told that customer we're replacing the door. That's no question there. And by the way, those stock doors came from HMI Cardinal. I had a conversation with them about how we were going to handle the matter. I think they said they haven't really had any complaints.
You're the first one to ever complain about it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm the first one. You know, I told Christina, you know, it might be also kind of a unique situation. It's just, you know, the background, the lighting, everything else comes into play. You know, my installers didn't notice it right off the bat, but when it was pointed out, I mean, yeah, they could tell. And then when we went outside with different pieces and we noticed there was a difference, you know, that was cause for concern. But I think in most circumstances, it's not going to really present a problem.
Well, if you have dark tile and stuff, you won't see it.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. So, you know, right now, our game plan is not to buy their product anymore, but I don't want to complicate the return process. I made it clear to them that if this is going to be costing me money, yeah, we're returning everything and they're going to have to make custom doors for us at their expense to, you know, get the coloration right. So that's where we're at with it.
Did they ever tell you where the glass came from?
Yeah, actually they did. And I heard it from two different guys. They said it's actually Guardian glass. Guardian makes their door blanks.
No.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Go figure that. And they said that the reason it wasn't matching to the custom glass that they have is because at one point they were always buying Guardian glass and Guardian's stock door. Okay, because they'd have Guardian mass produce the stock doors. But when there was a supply chain issue, they started purchasing glass from other sources, hence the color difference.
Exactly what I thought.
And plus
Exactly.
Guardian, what country was it made in?
Right.
Yeah, I just posted the chat. So Justin Lowry is in the gallery over here, right? And he posted this message saying that he was told by a sales rep at Cardinal one time that when they get their stock doors from overseas, they have to open the pallets and spray with pesticides to remove any bugs, infestations that may have been shipped over. That's something to think about. It may be true, maybe not. You know, maybe this may just be vicious rumors.
So Brad, you take some bucks to that house?
But it came from a rep. So
I
maybe
think that would be probably standard operating procedure though for container shipments.
yeah, why not? You know,
Most
It's not going to hurt
containers-
anything to fumigate.
you don't want any China bugs coming on over.
Exactly. And we have all the China bugs now anyway, taking over the country.
Yeah, we get vaccinated for that. That's right.
Shannon, do you do that with your containers?
No, I haven't. I'm reading
You
that
better.
thinking I don't want to be near the container when they open the doors. Oh,
Most of them get
Thought about that.
sprayed. Most of them get sprayed before they ship them.
no, okay.
And it stinks bad.
It's just DDT.
Yeah, it's DDT, I'm sure.
Good stuff. They used to spray kids with that at lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know,
Brad-
nine out of 10 doctors recommend lucky strikes.
You
So
know,
Brad,
Ellie
sorry.
Bond just made a good comment here. He says, look at the tempering stamp and see if it came from China.
Mm.
So look at Brian, look at the bug on it and see where the bug says it was made.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Speaking of bugs.
Well, now that's the other thing they told me with HMI. It is an HMI bug. And evidently, Guardian has HMI's stamp, supposedly, so that they can put, you know, their logo on there.
So
Okay.
they probably couldn't send one of those to China.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
good point. I guess they could. Good point.
But the point is, they can put HMI's bug on it, but the certification number is assigned to the tempering location.
Okay.
So you have to look at the number and then go to the SGCC website, Safety Glass Council, the website, look up that certification number that's assigned. to that number, and then you'll find out where the tempering location is.
Oh,
So-
great. So I
so-
didn't know that. So it's the SGCC number,
Yes. Yep.
and the website I go to then is this,
SGCC.com.
okay.
It's like Safety Glass Certification Council.
Hmm.
You can Google that, you'll get a website, and then you can type that number, you just find it and type in that number, and it'll tell you who the tempering facility is that got certified. That's the reason for that number. So it could say showcase shower doors on it, but if it has that number, that's where it's tempered.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's good to have a temperer in our group.
Yes.
Can tell us these things. See?
Well, we have several temporary.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not SGCC certified, so.
No, we're not gonna buy from you.
Shannon, the problem with that is that if architects are speccing a job and it has to meet
Yeah.
all these specifications, theoretically, you're not supposed to sell glass to that job because that's what they're speccing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And in the
For
event that something happens, that's the problem. Somebody gets hurt for whatever stupid reason.
Yep.
It's going to come back as, hey, this wasn't certified from a third party,
Yeah.
even though legally you're okay because you can self-certify.
Right. So we looked at it and we were planning to, just one of those things that we didn't get around to. And so we were looking at what the requirements would be, what the audits would include, and we implemented that, I mean, to the best that we could see. Of course, it hasn't been audited, but yeah, we meant to, and it hasn't gotten in the way. So it just kind of hasn't gone to the top of the to-do list yet. But
So
yeah,
if
I'd
you're
like
if
to.
you're tempering and you're self-certifying, you may be paying a higher insurance liability than you would be if you got it certified. Your insurance could offset the cost of sending it out every 3 months or 6 months to get it retested.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
Now, how does that work? Do you have to literally send a piece of glass somewhere
Multiple.
to have it
Yes.
tested?
Yes, you send it to a third-party fenestration laboratory and they break the glass and they make sure that the tempering is good enough where the glass goes into small enough pieces to be considered safety glass. So there's standards that they have to follow.
Is
What
it supposed to
size-
go to- go
What
ahead.
size glass would that have to be? So, because that's going to play a part in the shipping costs and all that.
Well, every thickness, everything, like if you're tempering 1/4 inch glass, you have to send them samples of 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch.
No, I meant like, would it have to be like a 30 by 80 sheet, or can you send something that's 20 by 20,
They give you the specs, I think it's 30 by 60.
30 by 60?
And you got to send 6 of each of them, not just one. So it's quite a bit of glass. Normally your vendor will offset the cost for that. So if
So-
I'm buying from Pilkington or you're buying from Guardian, just tell them that you need so many pieces of glass on your shipment for your certification. So they'll credit you for that raw glass. They won't credit you for your fabrication or tempering, just for the glass itself.
Or the shipping cost, right?
So,
I mean,
So
we
when
put
we
it on our
that-
delivery, we'd bring it there.
Right. If you can do that, because it seems like getting it there would be one of the biggest expenses.
so when the glass breaks, Bill, it's supposed to be, if it's 1/8 inch glass, the pieces should be no bigger than 1/8 inch.
No, that's not what I
Quarter?
mean.
I've
They-
heard something.
They give you a standard. You draw a 2-inch square. You count the number of pieces within that 2-inch square, and they also have a weight limit. That the largest piece can't be over a certain weight, depending on the thickness of glass.
Yeah, I always thought the thickness of the glass, and when it broke, the pieces had to be within that glass thickness range.
Not necessarily,
No,
but it's not far off. It's
Yeah.
not far off, but that's not exactly. Greg, are you still on?
No, I don't see
He's
him.
in here.
He was here.
He was.
Hmm.
Oh, well, it's 6:30. You know, people are cutting out. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going.
just can't.
I got a quick question, unrelated to shower doors. Well, I've been on this meeting a couple times on my cell phone. I noticed like it says Victor's iPhone. I wasn't able to participate other than to listen. You know, is there a trick to that? Because if I wanted to be, if I'm on the road and I want to participate in the meeting, I'd like to, you know, be able to do that from my phone.
You can. You
Yeah,
can from your
Keith,
phone.
you
No,
should
no,
be
no.
able to.
I have no idea what I was doing wrong. You know.
Yeah,
So-
Keith was on his phone and the guy that was bowling was on his phone.
Okay.
You might have been clicking on, there's two different places. There's the live streaming, and then there's a join the group. I think there's two different ones going. So
Okay.
you're deciding which you want to be on. Maybe I'm trying to.
Okay. Well, I'll try to, you know, participate.
Brad, I wanted to know how it went with the self-staining glass that you installed in that lady's house.
The self-staining.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I composed a great letter. You know, I took time to figure out. I mean, I probably spent over an hour writing this lady a letter about my findings, included all the pictures of her hardware and everything else. And I just stated that, you know, that they've got a problem that I can't identify exactly what it is, but I suspect that they had water hardness issues using calcite as an acid neutralizer in their well. And if I'm not right about that, they've got too much calcium or substance of some mineral in their well, and they're probably using cleaners to kind of try to scrub it off or to, you know, to clean it off. And the combination of both actions probably is, you know, a result of having this issue within a 12-month or 13-month period of time. I mean, it's only been a little over a year. So, Chris, I'm sorry, I'm running you over here, but you know, I think it's important.
Stomach is grumbling, you know.
Yeah. So anyway, you know, I just kind of stated that those were the issues that I highly recommend that they try to figure out what it was. Was it a particular cleaner, or do they have a problem with their well because they have other showers that are going to be at risk? And, you know, I pointed that out so that I'm not at risk because I'm putting the ball in their court. So anyway.
Yes.
Or to
Well played. Well played. All right, everyone. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. I had a great time. I'll come back and do it again next Wednesday.
All right.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Yep.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.